You're listening to Off-Road Garage Podcast, and here are Jason and Jim.
And we're live. What's going on, man?
What's up, buddy?
You see it, dude.
You know, we're back.
I'm scared for this episode.
Why? Because we don't have a guest. It's just us shooting from the hip.
And we've been ranting for the past, 40 minutes.
We pre-ranted probably all the good stuff that we definitely shouldn't have said on here.
Twice off
So
the
we
air.
got that all out of the way.
We hooked the mics up like we were going to do it, and then we're just ranting to nothing.
Yeah. We just don't hit the record button and rant about everything else unrelated.
That's what it is. Got to get off your chest somehow.
Maybe we have to release the...
Savage Cuts edition.
I don't think anyone wants to hear that.
You never know. I mean, Howard Stern was huge.
I feel like the local police department would get called for a psychological
for sure.
check.
Like, where are these guys at? We better call somebody.
Yeah, these guys are unhinged. They got
Send the
issues.
social workers.
Some serious issues.
You can't laugh at that.
Someone didn't get hugged enough.
Oh, man.
Oh,
So, like a throwback episode, sort of.
Yeah, we kind of go back in time.
Right, because we had some guests, but you went to Holly Oaks and checked it out.
And it was pretty rad.
Was it?
Let's go with it. I didn't think I was going to be as impressed as I was.
That's good.
You know? I
So it
kind
exceeded
of, in my
expectations?
mind, assumed it's just another retired gravel yard off-road park. And
Couple
it
mud.
helped with the amazing people that we went with.
Right.
Andy never fails to impress.
The Stomper.
Especially with his level of carnage
Yeah, the Stomper.
that he did within the first couple minutes.
Let go of this part. Don't need this no more.
Yeah, right. When you're doing the climb and this truck's like, I don't need this drive shaft, and poops it out. Just goes sliding down the hill like a turd.
Down Mount Magma.
Oh, yeah. That was pretty good. Which that's really no joke.
Really?
I looked at him like, man, that shouldn't be that hard. But especially fall when it had been raining for a few days. Wasn't raining at the time, but it turned to some grease. So
You guys had 2 days. It was like Thanksgiving weekend, 2 days of solid rain. Then you went on
it was
Friday.
that Friday, right after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Well, everyone else was fighting at Walmart for big screen TVs.
And
We
I
were
was
off-roading.
Quarantined
Yeah.
again.
Again. No, it was really good. And the best part is the thing that really, really sold me on it, I have to say, was the racetrack.
Yeah.
I'm kind of down.
Just the full send area.
So I rode with Nate from Sport Truck. So JKS, BDS, he does a lot of the production for them.
Right.
He also does Part Out on
Right.
YouTube. We shared all that. He was not in work mode.
Perfect.
He was in let's get down and party, and I just bought this his cheap Jeep.
Right.
I think he said he paid $10,000. You'd have to watch the Part Out video to really get all the specs, but it's basically a two-door. I think it's a JK Rubicon.
Yep.
It's a lot of AEV stuff, old AEV stuff, so it's pretty decked out. I want to say the winch had never been unspooled.
Looking at the build, I think he bought the best rig he could for the less money he could. And it's a built Rubicon,
he definitely
35s,
got
37s, whatever.
Bargain.
Yeah.
And he gave it the business.
Really?
All right. I mean, we wheeled hard at the rest of the park, and then we went on the track, and
Turning to Ricky Bobby on you.
oh, dude, he did. And
You ain't first, you last.
I was laughing when I wasn't, just smiling. The track was like a nice, thick, greasy kind of mess, so it was slip and slide, mud everywhere.
Okay.
But the high banks, you kind of slide up high, and then you get to shoot down, and oh man, we were getting air. I mean, his headlight, he's got those. Remember, AV used to put those big halogen,
the big
lights
round
on
ones.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah. All of a sudden, I just see the whole light, not the in the guts of it and the cover, just go flying past. I'm like, there goes your light. I'm like, there was no reason for that to break off, but we broke that off.
Gone.
So
Don't need that no more.
Yeah. So we did a couple hot laps and then pulled off. And I was like, man, what are we pulling off for? The shock's getting hot. Because we knew it was working it hard.
Good.
It took a beating. And then we had Mike out there with his, it's got to be 80s, 70s Cherokee?
His Chief, yeah.
It's not Chief. It's a Wagoneer,
Okay.
or the full Wagoneer.
The Waggy, right.
Yeah, because it's a four-door.
But he gives that thing the business, too.
Air.
Yeah.
He was putting those leaf springs to work,
Yeah,
my
I
man.
think he just follows on Instagram. I don't know what his Instagram name is, but
Yeah,
we'll tag him
Yeah.
and watch it. I mean, because it's not super built, but
Did I send you the video?
yeah.
Okay.
We'll
Maybe
put it
we
up.
can write it down, put it up.
Yeah.
I mean, it is awesome. And I think it helps For whatever reason, you can go slow as long as you have a V8 that's like ripping.
Yeah.
It just sounds much better.
Yeah, or a V8 or a 22RE with chainsaw.
Then the JKs and the mom mobiles that were also out there.
Right.
That
well, I saw that
little
Renegade out there.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so I mean, I guess there's something for everybody. I mean,
it would definitely be a track for side by side.
Mm-hmm.
I could definitely see getting in by that, but at that time we were there, the mud was so thick that it was robbing them.
Even side by sides. Wow.
Yeah. I think the full sizes, because there was a Raptor giving it the business out there too. But you got a little more weight, you got a little more momentum, a little more horsepower. Yeah. I think that helps. I think the side by sides get a little too light and they just can't cut through it. But there was a turbo one out there that sounded pretty good.
Just trying.
Yeah. And then later that day, I seen a couple XJ guys like battling it out. I'm like, oh, they're about to pit each other. Like, This is getting good. I tried to get in. There was another like brand new JL out there, like kind of cruising around, and I kind of was hoping. I was like trying to encourage Nate to like kind of give him a little fender to love, put him on the outside.
Rubbin's racing.
He really wasn't. I'm like, all right, fine, I get it. We were catching the Raptor though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was giving the business.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Straight cherries and berries all the way, baby.
100%.
Yeah.
It
sure.
really made me reconsider the CJ build. I'm like, maybe we should do a little better suspension on here and go for speed.
Like a Jeep Speed edition.
Take it back to its racing roots.
Right. Yeah, because the ZJ's done. It is what it is.
Yeah, that ain't going in. That's not
sort of a
being altered anymore.
Blown 6.4 or something. He ain't gonna go nowhere. A blown 6 liter.
Yeah, no. I'm just probably gonna put another 4-banger in it, 4 liter in it rather, because it's fine.
Probably at least 4.7 when we take it apart.
I'm not going all that.
Stroke it.
No, I talked to Dustin. He's not as happy with his.
No.
It seems like if you're gonna just do it, it's just easier to do like the 5.9 or an LS.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because it's just not.
I've only talked to like one guy, two guys.
I think it's a big difference in an XJ.
Okay.
I think I think we've talked about this before. There is definitely a weight difference or something.
Right.
Difference between the ZJ and an XJ. XJ is so much lighter.
So I thought about stroking the TJ.
And I think you would see the difference in that.
But like you said, for the same money, I'm putting a 6 liter in it.
Yeah. But I guarantee, even if we had same everything in a drag race, you'd win.
All about that life, son.
When they offered the V8 in the Grand Cherokees, if you didn't get it, it's like they just like, all right, we're giving you a neutered 4 liter.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Right? It's actually a 3 liter.
The computer says nope.
Yeah. You plug that computer in, and it gives it asthma.
Well, I've been watching a lot of the Big Chief show with the street drag racers, so I'm ready to go.
You're getting in on that?
When you are, yeah.
All right.
I'll show up and be like, oh, I thought it was like slowest. I put it in 4 low.
I saw a turbo XJ like dominating like the street racing.
Right.
A few videos of that thing because it was on one of those like turbo something pages on Facebook, and I'm like,
and you fell in the wormhole one day just
scrolling.
Oh,
dude.
Yeah.
I mean, like obviously in 4-wheel drive.
Yep.
Like 4 drag radials, drops the hammer, full boost, lifts one wheel, and just freaking scoots.
Bye.
Past everything. That 4 liter gets that low end torque, and it gone.
Didn't GM make one like a Cyclone? Wasn't like one of the little race trucks they made or something like that?
Yeah, I think it was it supercharged 6-cylinder or turbo 6-cylinder?
Okay.
Yeah, they did something. I thought, like lowered down.
Right, because my buddy had an SS Tahoe that was pretty rad.
Yeah. Back
not a Tahoe. Sorry, Trailblazer, a small one.
Yeah, the mini truck days.
Yeah.
When everyone was trying to get as low as possible.
He had slammed on dubs. And
of course. That's what you got to do.
Right.
I mean, if you had 2-wheel drive mini truck, that's what you do. Now, if you have a 4-wheel drive mini truck, then you Andy the shit.
Right.
And make it the Stomper. And
the Stomper is so
gnarly. So I should go back to that. Major props to Andy and his absolute, positive attitude, number one, because after driving as far as he did to go there to shatter, within the first hour.
He drove 5 hours.
Yes, solid.
Okay.
From the north of Michigan to the Metro Detroit area.
Right.
So solid 4.5 hours.
Trailer and a rig.
Snaps the drive shaft. Not just the drive shaft, but breaks the pinion off in the housing.
Right.
So when he rolled forward, the pinion sucked back into the housing and locked up the rear end. So his only option was to drive in reverse.
Okay.
Drove in reverse all the way back to the parking lot. Later. Originally we just kind of parked. He drove it to another spot, a better little parking area, in reverse, and hung out there for a while. And then not until everyone was ready to go did he drive in reverse back to the parking lot.
Nice.
Kind of line it up with the trailer, and then like give it the business in one-wheel drive because he just put that front end in there to go wheeling.
Right.
So it only had one wheel peel in the front. Kind of like it would only slide the tires about a foot before we just start digging the front.
Okay.
And then we between a winch and some other stuff, like we got it on the trailer.
4 dudes pushing.
Yeah. Yeah. We had to ratchet strap the ramps of the trailer down, so they wouldn't pop up. But and I think he killed the battery. He was winching so hard and so long trying to get it on there.
Nice.
But awesome.
He's got parts putting back together already. I saw the Instagrams.
Oh yeah. He's ready to go for a winter trip.
We'll have to get to that. Yeah.
But yeah, no, the off-road park was awesome. I'm kind of a little bit sad that that was like its closing weekend for the season. But I think it's gonna be really good for us because it's only 40 minutes away.
That's not bad.
So for us to just go, even for a shakedown run, but there's definitely Andy was not the only carnage I seen out there.
Okay.
There was a TJ shattered the front end, like it was like
just that
some
day.
Carnage. Yeah. Between the greasy mud and the rocks that they put in, and like the obstacles, it can get aggressive fast.
And I saw a lot of that, the Mount Magma, where it's like shotcrete, right?
Yeah.
But then like the first 6 feet are covered in snot, so you're spinning to get up it. Then you hit that shotcrete and you grabs and.
What was kind of making me nervous when we kind of attempted it is, and I think Nate felt the same, is we had a good line and I think we were going, but like you say, we'd start sliding on that snot. And we would slide, and we would start sliding in the not good, like sideways way down, and we're like, "This is not good."
Yeah, when the front end tries to go in front of the back end,
and some people were able to just muscle it up,
right?
But the old 3.8 liter just didn't have the minivan power.
Not quite enough liters.
Not enough liters.
Right.
Yeah, and I think it was probably a little compression down. But
right. Yeah, it's probably not the.
I can't wait to
motor.
see what he does with that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it for sure.
It's gonna be an awesome build.
So we're supposed to have hopefully Jim Kitson on pretty soon, and he's one of the guys that actually helped build that park and set it up and had all the ideas for.
It's gonna be really awesome. I want to talk to him because it is very well designed.
Yeah, you can tell a Wheeler designed it.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's only a third of the park or 2/3 of the park. We're supposed to get some more still.
Yeah, I think they're adding on a little bit more and more as they kind of see the need.
I think the need, and I think some of the property has to be retired. It hasn't been retired all the way yet, or decommissioned, or whatever the word is.
Yeah, transferred over, whatever the fancy word is for that.
Government stuff.
And there still was a little like gravel pit-esque type wheelers out there.
Right.
And then it was kind of like some vehicles driving around. I'm like, this isn't a regular like park, right? Like you're driving a Trailblazer,
right?
Like street tires. And then she went up on the track, and then started sliding down, like stopped mid like bank.
Okay.
So she starts sliding down sideways, like it was
waiting
like,
for it to grab a bead and roll it.
I'm like, what are you? Exactly. I'm like, what are you? Some people
probably at street pressure still.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah, definitely not aired down.
Right.
And so there were some, I would say, unmodified vehicles out there in areas that shouldn't be. I'm all for taking whatever you got and doing whatever you want to do with it, I guess, but probably should
not the risk of other people's safety.
No.
And that's like
you don't stop on a high-speed track in like a corner.
Right. And that's the thing, like with Kitson, he's got that a company, I don't know what it's called, like off-road school, maybe. Mm-hmm. And he teaches people how to wheel what they've got. And I'm assuming lesson 1 is like, don't bring an underprepared vehicle to, something stupid.
Well, it was like the Chevy 1500, WT from like the 90s.
Right.
Like grandpa's out there with grandma and like grandson. It like completely, it's like a train yard out there.
Yeah, what's up with that?
It's the second one tonight. We actually waited for the first train to go by.
We need to get like some egg crate up in here to make this thing quieter.
Yeah, well, it just shows everyone that we're still in the garage.
We're definitely in the garage.
Still cold.
And it's 37 degrees right now.
It feels colder.
The off-road brigade can relate up in Canada. I'm sure they know what's going on.
Yeah. Maybe that's why. Yeah, we fit in so well up there apparently, according to the ratings.
Right.
Thank you, Canada. But yeah, no, it was a good park. So
cool. Well, I enjoyed it. I wish I could have got out there, but Ronatine, and I want to spread it if I had it. And
I don't think the track would have done good things for you.
No,
I think we can only do one of us a dictate the speed at a time. And I was like, this is pretty rad.
Let's get it.
Yeah, we should totally
Well, the saving grace is the 5.38s and the 3-liter 3.8. I only go so fast. So it's
True.
one of my saving graces that I have.
But it's amazing. There's like highway fast.
But yeah, there's fast.
And
in the
then
dirt.
there's like fast on the dirt, which is like 30.
He's doing 25 and the whole thing's skipping all over the
When you're
place.
sliding sideways around a high bank corner, you're like, this is amazing. We're probably doing like 70. And you look down, you're like 28.
Oh.
Like, oh. No, it seemed cool. Mud's flying. The engine's ripping. And
Well, we got that other ZJ out there. We should
I
cut
thought
it,
about that too.
put some boggers in the back of it so it really chews it up.
Just cage it, cut it, drop it.
35-inch
long
boggers
travel?
in the back and just get after it.
We could do that. I thought about this. Well, the CJ's already got the cage.
Right.
And the wide Dana 44s.
It does have a cage.
You don't trust that cage?
I mean,
It looks like it was welded really well in 1983.
right.
Like with a really, like whoever stick welded that knew what he was doing. Or brazed it,
Yeah.
whatever. Like that's not MIG, and it's not TIG, and it's not. Like, you brazed this?
I got 2 rods in the car battery and I figured it out.
Yeah, he's got like the torches, got the goggles on. Did you lead that together?
You know it.
Solid. Oh, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
sure
just
we
run
could.
some weld over it.
Yeah.
That's what the internet says. It's completely safe.
Get some extra sheet.
We'll go to Home Depot, get some tubing.
Get some plate. Just cut it in half. We got a bender on here somewhere.
Home Depot sells all the tubing we need.
Yeah, I think
It's
it's
threaded at one
right by the faucets, right?
yeah, you can either bend it or put an elbow in. 45s if you want to get crazy.
Yeah, why do you want to use that bender over there for anything?
It's overrated.
There's one in here somewhere, right?
Yeah, I got a bender.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah, we can totally do a thing.
I was checking. That way.
Dude, it's a disaster, but it's all here. Everything we need.
The cleanest has been in a minute, though.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you got your tractor in here now. You got all the room you got over there for activities. You got a saw in here. It hasn't been here forever.
Yeah. Well, I had to do some carpentering.
Carpentering.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not really much of a carpentering person.
You tried. You did a good job with your leaf
I fixed
bag.
the door, got all that, done up. The leaf back, that is a disaster, but it worked. Oh, goodness.
All right, so since we're out here freezing.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I did do carpentering to prepare for winter.
Yeah.
And we also need to prepare for winter because we have a winter run coming up.
We do.
In January, coming up quick.
In the UP.
Which is the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
Non-Michigan folk.
For non-Michigan folk.
It's land we stole
It's
from
like
Wisconsin.
a whole nother land. It's a magical land where it's like our own little Alaska.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. They
You
talk
like-
different. They eat different.
You cross the bridge, and there's like a guy eating a salmon out of a stream. There's like bear, and you get like hit with a moose.
The official uniform is plaid or Carhartt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they eat some weird pastry thing that's
Which are delicious.
don't exist anywhere else in the world.
I love me a pasty.
Like,
You ever had a pasty?
honestly, I had never have.
Okay, you gotta do a taste test. You gotta see if you're a gravy or a ketchup guy. It's like the rule.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you gotta figure out, what kind of pasty
It's
you are.
I don't know. They're I don't know.
I love them.
They sound amazing. I haven't took the time.
You like
to
pot
stop.
pie, right?
Yeah.
It's beef pot pie
Right.
in a taco shell, basically.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Isn't it kind of like those really cheap like raspberry pie things you get at a gas station?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, or like Burger King.
Full of meat,
The apple pies at Burger King, but except they're full of meat.
meat, taters, and rhubarb.
I don't know if you sold me on that one, but
Little squirt of Heinz 57 on there, boy. You'd
it's
be
fine. Okay.
sit right there by the Houghton Hancock drawbridge and eat that as the water goes by.
Oh goodness.
My favorite place is Roy's.
Okay.
There's a Roy's pasty in Houghton, and I'm a big fan.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we got a time. Maybe we'll stop. We'll
All
do
right.
something up.
All I know is it says "be here," and best I can tell from that map, it's somewhere near Seney.
And we had a treasure
Yeah.
quest. What's going on?
All right, and then we're gonna go do
We
some
just get
wheeling.
some coordinates. We have to meet him there.
And rumor is that we might be taking the ZJ this year.
Yeah, we're taking the ZJ.
The 1-ton, 37-inch tire shod, PSC Ram, Redneck Ram equipped,
Yeah, it's good to go.
light bar having, leather seat equipped, no heated seats.
We should probably look into the heated seats if I know
Yeah.
those aren't working.
Yeah. Get those fired up.
But it's got the temperature control. We can just set it at a nice 68.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Nice toasty.
66 if you're wearing a coat. It
Right.
gets sweaty.
I might have on thermals, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So when you get outside, it'll be 27 and snowed.
Just let that 4-liter run all weekend long.
What we got to start doing is there's this guy on YouTube. He's
We
called
should probably change the oil in it too.
He's called Camping with Steve. He's a Canadian,
Okay.
and he always goes camping
Where's he go camping at? Can we meet him up?
in Canada. I mean,
Oh.
right? But he's always like, "Yeah, it's about 19 degrees Celsius," and he stops. He's like, "That's 31 degrees for my American friends." So since we have so many Canadian listeners, you should probably be like, "Yeah, it's 27 degrees here," which is like below zero for you guys, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not really good at my Celsius conversions, but I know zero for us is 32. And then
I
so
don't know.
you know,
Cold. It's cold.
27
Whatever
's like-
cold is.
it's like below freezing for sure.
Yeah. I guess we should probably look into the tent situation.
Oh yeah, yeah.
After you reminded me that the tent I have is definitely not winter rated.
Because I was like, I don't mind being in like a cabin tent, but like if it's all mesh on the top, it's just gonna be cold.
I feel like it's cold anyway.
Right, but there's a distinguishable difference.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring a Mr. Buddy heater this year. I'm gonna bring a 20-pound propane
We can throw a
tank.
tarp over the top.
Yeah, I don't care.
I got one of those like silver shiny ones.
Okay. Do we got a carbon monoxide detector?
It's fine.
So I'm gonna bring a heater. And
Yeah.
I'll be a big pansy about it, but like
It's fine.
throw a heater in there.
When
and
you
I'll-
start getting a headache and feel really drowsy, you open a vent. You're good. Don't go to sleep at that point. That's when bad things. That's when you take it.
this
The
is the
ultimate
best
nap.
sleep.
Best sleep ever. That's when shit starts to get trippy. I don't recommend that. No, don't.
Yeah, but it'd be nice to. And I don't mind sleeping on the ground, but it'd be nice to have
No, I got
a
cots.
cot and
Yeah. I got cots. I got like those commercial rugs
Okay.
that are always really good. I just don't know how much we can pack on the ZJ.
Well, that's going to be the game changer because now that we went back and forth between.
The best thing is we don't have to unpack.
Right.
We get back. I'm just gonna go home.
It went back and forth between the whole we're going to go to a cabin and use it as a base operations. Now we're going to use campsites again,
Yeah.
which is rad and cool. And, you got to suffer for some fun a little bit. But,
Yeah.
like you said, not knowing what we can pack as far as tools, recovery gear. Obviously, we have to have our cameras and our GoPros and our batteries and our clothes and then cooking gear. And, he starts adding that pile and it gets pretty big.
Well, it's a good thing I never swapped out the springs in the back of ZJ.
Right. Let's make it ride level for once.
I still have like the V8 front springs in the back.
Right.
Yeah, it'll level out.
Perfect.
Yeah. It's got 1-ton axles, so it's basically a 1-ton truck. That's how that works, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That's what makes them 1-ton trucks is the axles. Duh. I have 8 lug nuts per tire. It's stronger now.
We're super strong. We got three times more stronger.
Yeah. Double the strength. Should get the wheel adapters and go to semi tires.
Yes. With
Yeah.
those like spikes on them so you can like ram them into the
Yeah.
banks and climb banks better.
Yeah. You think you'd be good at the dunes?
Oh, I'm sure it'd be awesome to do.
Giant super singles?
Just dished out.
I don't have the power to turn those. Oh, the flotation would have to be pretty good, though.
I mean, I would assume based on.
anyone out there in the Interlight land ever done that? Send
Simple
us a message.
displacement.
I want to see pictures.
I mean, I've seen some pretty rowdy stuff at Silver Lake,
Super singles on the dunes.
but we are definitely in a rabbit
There's
hole
got to
now.
be some diesel guys who've done that.
We went from snow to sand like in one sentence.
Yeah, all right, we can go back to snow. It's all about flotation
Right? It is.
until it's not.
And gription. You gotta have the
Until
gription.
it's about flotation until you stop, and then it's about digging.
Yeah. How well can I grip?
Oh,
Got to have that gription. I'm gonna patent that word for.
gription.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get that shirt made. Gription. You got gription? Off-Road Garage Podcast.
Be out in time for Christmas.
No, probably not. Not by the time I get to it.
So yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it, but like you said, now it's kind of like the whole checklist for the Siege. What do we got to do?
Definitely should change the oil.
Yeah, but the major stuff's done.
Yeah.
This nickel dime stuff right
Yeah.
now,
There's some links in the back, probably a little tighter, but
right?
we're not really like rock bouncing it, so
No.
I don't see it being too harsh on anything.
And the weird part about where we're at, I mean, I'm sure every state says their weather's weird, right? But I think Michigan's got a pretty good reputation of having weird weather.
Yeah.
There's no snow, or there's not much snow right now,
There's just as much chance of it being 70 or sunny as there is like 18
Right.
feet of snow.
so we don't know how far we can even make it. If we get up there and there's 4 foot of fresh powder,
Yeah.
we're not going very far.
No. Yeah.
You know, we got some
I know where we're going. Casino.
we got some pretty nice rigs up there that are coming with us, though.
I know. It's a good group.
We have a solid group of solid dudes. I'm not going to start dropping too many names, but
case they drop off.
Yeah, it sounds like Sean will be there from last year as well.
Oh, yeah.
Turbocharged, whatever. I'll be good to go.
Giving it the business.
And you'll be there with the Stomper.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a good start right there, and all 3 rigs I mentioned are on at least 37-inch tires.
Remember last year, we're like, who started up the, KTM 250? I'm like, what the hell? Oh, no, it's just Andy started
Just
up
out
the
there, just come out, he's just froze.
It's so cold. It takes 3 days for the 4-cylinder heat back up.
Unless it does. Well, with him and Mike in that truck, there was a lot of man in there cooking, warming it up too.
That's true.
Whole lot of dude in that cab.
Yeah.
But I put out today that we'd host dinner on Friday from the podcast. We're gonna do those fajitas again.
Okay.
So they're a pretty big takeover.
Yeah, I'm pretty down for that.
So I'm gonna go get 12 or 15 pounds of fajita meat, 40 tortillas, and feed the boys.
Yeah. You slated on that. Yeah, I'll throw some money on that.
Yeah, no worries. We'll figure that out when we get up there. That, or I could bring 4 pounds of it for you and me. We just tease everybody.
We need to get the Off-Road Garage podcast stamp. We can burn into each one.
Like a brand.
Yeah, we can brand the tortillas.
There you go.
Can we make that happen?
Even if it's shaped like just a microphone, they'll get the idea.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Enjoy your tortillas or corn or flour.
Yeah. They're just over there just stamping them. At the end of the night, just stamping people.
They wouldn't care. It'd be so cold. Like, oh, it's warm. It's warm.
So
Thank
warm.
you.
Putting their hands on it.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. So we got that going.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. And you said trying to make sure I pack less junk. I took a bunch of stuff last year I never even took out of the bag.
But the thing is that we're going to need it because it's a new location.
Right.
So are we going to need this stuff to maintain life that we brought last year, thinking that it was going to be someone was going to make a movie based on who survived this?
Might have to go see if I can get. You don't have a Milwaukee chainsaw, do you?
No.
Might go see if I can get one of those, just so it's one less thing to worry about having to have gas too. Just bring the saw and 2 batteries. It should be able to get us enough firewood to survive.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm sure Senior will probably bring for the Gladiator.
All right.
He's got a chainsaw.
Okay.
I got a little one. Dude, I bring that brand new steel.
I mean, I just figured it'd be less easier to deal with having to deal with gas and premix and just have a battery, plug it in, and ready to go.
Yeah.
We can bring the still. I don't care. I mean, I've got stills too. We can bring. And have
it rips up some wood, man. Brand new.
just sitting over there being sad.
It's sitting over there next to the big Husqvarna. They just, two friends over there got done cutting down a tree not too long ago. And
you got a still leaf blower? Or not still. I'm sorry.
I have a Husqvarna leaf blower.
We got to get one of those little mini
blower.
Mini battery powered ones so we can keep the fire going.
Yeah, I was in the backpack blower. It's gonna be packing a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, that was key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
A little bit of air.
Yeah.
That's.
You get a leaf blower going and a good fire though. You can about forage in that thing.
Oh yeah, I mean that's really what they do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Those guys just use they lump coal and a blower.
Get it going.
Man, once I explained it to some car guys,
Yeah.
I'm like, it's like an engine, guys. You're running too rich right now. See that nasty smoke? It's choking out.
Cold.
You got the choke on. Turn the choke off. Feed it some air.
Maybe next time get the snow out of the pit before we start burning it.
Also key.
There's 3 inches of water in the bottom.
Well, originally the fire wasn't even hot enough. It was still snow.
Yeah.
So some upgrades, some different things to think about.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a good trip. It'll be well, my only concern is the distance because that's a lot of driving on Friday and Sunday. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure if the plan is to just
leave early.
But I mean, are we going to be in the woods when we wake up Sunday morning? Or are we going to go back someplace closer to the, have to pack up all that stuff and then boogie back to wherever the trucks are at, load the Jeeps and the trailers, and fly home?
Yeah. See, you're always good at thinking about that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think about that.
Because when they originally go into the cabin, I was like, cool, we can load up the trucks after we're done wheeling Saturday night and be ready to go.
Right.
But if we're
it kind of pushes me to go back to the cabin idea,
but if we're in Munising area and the trucks are in Baraga, that's a 2-hour ride to get back to the trucks.
In trucks that could potentially be broken, damaged, not running at highway speed.
Yeah. And then in trucks that might be snowed in.
Right. Ooh. You bring up some valid points, my friend.
I don't like being the bearer of bad news. I just to be prepared for stuff.
You're a realist.
Yeah.
It's not bad news. It's just being real.
I'm down for the adventure, but it's like you said. It's like for me, how much more stuff do I pack?
Right.
Like, do I have to bring my mat tracks thingies and my extra winch line? Like, what are we talking? Like,
How deep are we
Yeah.
going with this? Well, it all depends on the snow. I mean, hell, it literally could be 40 and sunny
Right.
and muddy.
right? Or 40 and sunny with like the frozen, crusty ground, and no big
Right.
deal.
Or it could be negative 40 and
Yep,
40
feet.
inches of snow.
Or negative 40 and just ugly.
Right. There's so many variables there because that's what northern Michigan's like. I'm sure our friends in the northern states can,
Northern states into Canada.
yeah, understand how that goes.
So,
Interesting.
There's a road I've always wanted to kind of be a butthead. Every time I go up there, it says like it's to the Pictured Rocks National Lake Shore up there, and it says like road not plowed beyond this point, do not attempt. And I'm like, we're gonna have like 7 rigs on 40s, like psh,
Challenge
Yeah.
accepted.
I'll just brake trail the whole way.
Right. Should
so
be fine.
So rad. Dang. And then go stand
I
up.
kind
Like,
of feel left out now, though,
how's that?
because I don't have 40s.
Well, it'll be. I mean, I rounded up.
I mean, I'm saying should we find rims for the ZJ?
We
Put it on the 40s.
They're-
They don't fit.
They're 40s here, right?
Yeah, I got set up 40 tires. We just need rims.
Okay.
Should we hunt some rims down?
Just get stupid and
Anybody
have
even-
less power in that thing.
What do they need? 17s? I think it's a 17-inch wheel. What are these?
Those 16 and a half, aren't they?
I got 16s on there now. I need 17s.
Okay.
Anyone's got some 17-inch Super Duty wheels in the Metro Detroit area? Let me know.
So we'd be more underpowered.
Well, they're lighter.
That's your hope. Rotational mass is less.
When we air them down, then they'll be the same size. Isn't that how that works?
Air them down to like 35 height, so we're good.
I seriously think they're lighter though. So I think
That's a big. That's a rotational mass is part of the issue.
that is a huge part of it. I don't think anything.
130
turns
pounds
over-
at each corner.
Would I cut rubber off? That would be putting those swampers on a diet. I think.
Really?
God, they're so heavy.
They look good though.
They fit. They like they're air correct for the ZJ.
Yeah, for the build, they're definitely
It all
fit the
works
build.
Good.
We got to put a picture of that bad boy up too. I haven't posted one of those in a while. Well, I posted one last week, I guess, with the lasers on it. I started realizing like filters and stuff I can play with. I'm like, oh, lasers.
Lasers.
Pew, pew, this is so 80s. Pew, pew, pew. I had those pictures in my elementary school pictures, bro. The green lasers in the
You
background.
picked the laser background?
Yeah, bro.
Do you want the gray cloudy thing or lasers?
Lasers.
Lasers.
Is that ever the wrong answer?
Here's your free, really weird comb.
Right.
And
Fix your hair.
mess up your hair that your mom made sure was perfect and
Right.
get in there.
They had like the curl on my hair right here.
Oh, smile like you're, yeah. Make your mom proud.
Make sure you sign one for Granny.
Yeah.
God, the wormhole came up quick today, boy.
It always does, man. Oh, yeah.
We got to get some more guests lined up so we stay on
We have a
track.
lot more guests lined up. We have a really good guest coming in next week. I'm not going to spoil it, but,
Crossing our fingers.
oh, dude. He's like the man, the myth, the legend.
Da-da-da-da.
He does everything amazing.
And it's a first-time guest, so I don't think we're throwing somebody
And
back
he's
that
a
we've had
huge
before.
first-time guest. I mean, I don't know what the guy hasn't done, honestly.
Been on our show.
Like, if it was a Ben Stiller movie,
Uh-huh.
he would be like the ex-boyfriend. You know, it was like, here's a picture of me and him at Machu Picchu, and here's us climbing Everest, and here's us like, done everything. Here's us swimming with sharks. So he's done it all.
You wrestled a shark.
And does a little bit of desert racing, I believe. So
Okay. Get to talk about some desert, man. But
I don't even know what we're going to talk about.
I don't even want to talk to him now.
I don't
'cause
even know what I'm like.
We talked to
Just tell us cool stories about life.
we talked to Ginsburg Racing. I spent the next 4 days looking at sand cars and stuff. Like I need a sand car in Michigan.
Remember, we talked to the King of the Hammers guys back to back, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden we're like, well, I guess we could build a race car.
And we got the ZJ, and
I mean, I have 2 kidneys. I only need 1.
yeah, we both have 2. What's the black
2
market looking
kidneys
like?
together should almost pay for somewhat of a race car.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Go-
Yeah.
Go see if Angel's got some place we can stay down there when we get down there.
Yeah.
Hey, 7 slot, you got an apartment? Cool, we're staying with you.
We just bring tacos wherever we go. We should be fine.
Tacos and beer. Like we can pay for everything that way.
It's our only chance. But yeah, again, wormhole. So
It's a huge wormhole.
yeah. So look forward to that. I'm happy about that. We'll see what comes of that.
Right.
And then I think we got some more people lined up, kind of ish.
Yeah, I talked to
on the
some
hook.
local guys. Some
Might have
off-road,
some repeats coming up.
some
but-
local off-road shops were down, but right now with the corona, it's been hard. You and I are both quarantined on and off.
Mhm.
I got a communication company that's involved that wants to be involved.
Okay.
I've got another guy who want to talk about medical stuff, but he and I have been bouncing back and forth playing tag with just the wrong timing.
Okay.
There was another guest that actually does medical stuff out west, like off-road medical. His Instagram name, I think, is like Off-Road Medic or Off-Road Doc or something like that. But he had a family tragedy come up, and he wasn't able to get back on, so I might reach back out to him. There's stuff up there. And
I think we'll reach back out to our King of the Hammer race guys because I know they were still running a few races, and
Okay.
it looks like they've done pretty good. You know they're good. I'm like, those are our guys,
Right.
Because I see all of a sudden it's like the Ultra 4 ad, and it's their car. I'm like, that's when you know.
I know that guy.
I talked to those guys. Those guys are rad, and now they're like poster child.
And they're Canadian.
Those guys were Canadian,
Yeah.
and the other guys were Arizona.
Yep.
So my ZJ race guys, find out what's going on with them. I want to find out. We should reach out to them, find out what the scene's like in Canada. How locked down? Are they locked down?
I don't know. I can reach
I don't
out.
know what they're doing. Yeah, we should send them a message. Talk to them again. They were a good hang.
Yeah.
But
Plus, we got to hit up Off-Road Brigade. He just built that Hilux wrong side drive, like Australian
Yes.
truck he just bought and built.
yes, the flatbed pictures.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I was like, that is rad. That was that TJ today.
Oh, that was a JK
Was it a JK? Okay, I
on-
kind of just saw the back of it. And I was just focused down the
on crawlers.
flatbed.
Yeah, he's like, hey, you guys like flatbeds, huh? I'm like, yeah. He's like, check this out. Boom, I just built this. I'm like, that's pretty gnarly.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love a functional flatbed,
Yep.
but a Toyota Hilux would be pretty rad. Like I want to hear about it.
Yeah.
So
I'm down here about anything cool.
yeah, same. So I guess it's kind of a short one, but
Short
it's
EP.
kind of a ramble. So I'm good with it.
Yeah, the wormhole. If
Trying
you
to
guys
think what else.
need any help, we'll draw a map to get out of the wormholes, I guess.
If you want to keep us for $12.99 a month, you can keep us on track. No, I'm just kidding.
We're going to have somebody over here with a note card, like, stop.
Oh, do we need? That'd be nice.
Oh, bark
Yeah,
collar.
Who?
Bark collar. Like, if we get off topic, they can shock us.
Oh, that would be nice. We need like the producer,
Yeah.
and that has the shot collar.
And heat.
Yeah, he would be nice. Keeps us moving though.
Oh, yeah. Definitely
Yeah.
keeps, we're not out here lollygagging.
Yeah, absolutely. We got to stay moving, otherwise we get sleepy. If it was warm in here, we'd be sleepy. We'd be too relaxed, man. We'd be napping.
Right.
It'd be too casual. I mean,
Yeah, 'cause
I
we're
think- I
super
think-
formal
I think
now.
right? I think they like to hear a little teeth chatter every now
I
and
wore
then.
my black coat, so I'm formal, I guess.
Man, look at you. Yeah, and I'm layered up, man. So, all right.
Night. Wife's
Well,
going to bed. She's
What's
texting
going
me.
on? All right,
Yeah.
well, good night. All right. Well, I think that we're calling that a wrap.
Stay tuned for next week. It's going to be red. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
We're out of here. I'm done with this.
Vroom.
Till next time.
Vroom.